What's up, my kings and queens? It's your girl Brittany, and you're now watching KG3 TV. And I'm back today with another video. But yeah, this is a highly requested one. And y'all can already see from the title what this video is about. Now, I've been asked to discuss a lot of topics and a lot of different, answer a lot of different questions. But this has been one that's been really, really requested. And I get asked this all the time, like, all the time. And I hear it and people say, you're just way too pretty to be single. Like, how does a woman like you with a mind like yourself end up single? Well, like you said, I'm just way too pretty, I guess. I'm way too pretty to be cheated on. I'm way too pretty to be taken advantage of. I'm way too pretty to have my children see anything except for the example that I have or I want to set in their life. I want them to be able to see a healthy relationship, a healthy family. Like, I want them to see a life that they can go and say, hey, I want to be like them. I want to love like them when I get older. So I'm way too pretty to be played over. I'm way too pretty to be abused. Or anything else, or given anything less than I deserve. So that's a part of the reason why. And this goes for all the beautiful women out there. Stop letting guys confuse who you are or make you feel like you're not enough, because I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one that hear this all the time. Well, you're that pretty, you're that fine, and you're single. That means you're crazy, or that means you don't know how to keep your man. Nah, that ain't it. That's not it. It just boils down to not keeping a man, but a man who wants to be kept. That's just all it boils down to. It doesn't matter what you do or how you do it, or how pretty, how fine, how gorgeous your figure is. It doesn't matter if a man is not truly ready. And I say that because in any relationship, and I haven't been the best in summer. Even I've been married before. For those who don't know, I was married 6.5 years. In relationships, of course, you live, you learn, and you grow. However, I'm the type that no one is going to beat me at anything when it comes to my man. Like, no one is going to outdo me. If I don't know how to do it, I'm going to go learn. If I don't have it, I'm going to go get it. Like, that's just me. So there's no such thing as outdoing me, or, you know, she was doing this because you wasn't. No, not here. Whenever any guy, or if you know anyone that has ever dated me or has been with me in a relationship and they cheated or I left them, it was because they made the choice to just do what they wanted to do, because I did my part. So that's what it boils down to. Like, it doesn't matter what you do. You can bring them the world and hand it to them, but a man who is not ready, a man who is not dedicated, a man who has not found himself. And a lot of times, you know, there's a saying that hurt people hurt people. That's true. If you don't understand what it takes to love a whole woman, then you're going to continue to be a half man. That's just it. And I'm not sure if it's blurred. It looks a little blurred, but I'm sorry, y'all. But that's all it is. So if you're in a place and you know you're not ready to be committed, leave her alone. If you know that you're in a place where commitment or being faithful is not something you're willing to do, leave her where she is, especially if you know she deserves it. And it wasn't until a few years ago, I had a guy I was really, really interested in, and he really, he checked out across the board. I found out some things weren't what they were supposed to be. However, he was a pretty good catch. And he told me, and I would do any and everything, you know, to level up or to measure up. And he told me, he was like, just remember who you are. Like, know what you're worth. And it wasn't until the day he sat me down and he said, Brittany, you're a great woman. You deserve the best. And I'm not able to give it to you. I'm not able to be that man. Like, I'm still battling with sleeping with this woman and that woman. Like, I haven't finished living that out, or I haven't gotten that out of my system. And you don't deserve that. Because I've watched you over the years. I've seen what you've been through. I've watched how you've grown and you built yourself. You're such a strong woman now, and you don't deserve for me to come in and tear up your life. And it was at that moment that I respected him more than I did any other man. because and it's men like that you can respect, because he was able to see how vulnerable I was. He was able to see how broken I had been before, but he was man enough to say, hey, I don't deserve you. And before I be another hurt person who go and hurt another person, I'd rather just walk away. And sometimes that's what it boils down to. Loving people, loving the person enough to walk away. If you can't measure up, if you know you can't be what they need, then walk away. Walk away. Like, you're not losing anything and they're not losing anything. Even if it feels like it's going to hurt, even if you feel like, walking away from this person is like the ultimate mistake, it does not matter. If you're not ready, leave. Women, if they are not ready, let them leave. Like, let them leave. Don't try to hold them hostage. Let them leave. I promise you, you'll save yourself a lot of time. And that was the point where I don't respect a lot of men, but at that point, he gained a lot of respect from me. He just said, you're the end all be all. And I'm just like, okay, but no, he really was like, you have it. You got it all. So I would much rather leave you alone and let you continue to be the whole woman that you are, rather than coming in, cheating on you, lying to you, taking from you, taking away things that when I'm gone, I'm not able to put back in you. I'd rather walk away from you. And I respected him even to this day. Even though we don't speak anymore, I still have the utmost respect for him, because he could have literally just dogged me. He could have literally just done anything, because I didn't know who I was at the time. Even though he felt like, hey, you're a whole woman, at that time I wasn't. But I respected him because he was a man who was real enough with himself. He realized, like, I'm another hurt person. Like, I still haven't healed from the girl who broke my heart back fresh out of high school. I still haven't healed from that. I haven't healed from my child's mother who cheated on me. So every woman I've been coming in contact with, I've been hurting. I've been damaging them on purpose. And he was just like, it's not you. Don't ever think that it's you. It's not you. Because I started to think, why won't these guys just do right? Like, I'll go over and beyond. I'll do what most women won't. Like, what is it? It just boils down to a man being ready. And that's what he said. Don't ever stoop down. Don't settle. Do not let anyone make you feel like you're less than who you are. And ladies, that's what it boils down to. Sometimes it's not you. Like, it's not that you're not enough. It's not that you're not slim enough. It's not that you're not pretty enough or your hair is not straight enough. Like, baby, you're beautiful. However you are, however you look, you are beautiful. You were created in his image. Remember that. You're a queen. Do not let any man, any woman, any dog, any cat, as I always say, make you feel like you're inferior. Do not let them take that from you. You are enough. And if they feel like you're not, then let them go so they can find someone who is. I made a post earlier today, which is why I'm doing this video. I made a post, and the post was stating basically, in today's world, today's society, is cheating acceptable? Is that what we have to do in order to be in a long-term relationship? You have to accept someone cheating on you? And I don't care how many of you agree with it or think like, yeah, you're supposed to just accept it. No. Because if a person is enough, you wouldn't cheat anyways. If the person was giving or bringing to you everything that you needed or that you need, why cheat? People go out and they look for different things because they're lacking the thing that they need. You go and you search for something that you do not have. Why search for something that you don't have? Or that you already, if you are in a place where you're dating a woman and she has everything that you want, why are you cheating? What are you looking for? And if you can honestly say that, hey, I'm just doing it just because, or no, she has everything, like she measures up across the board, she's a great woman, then at the end of the day, it's not even her. You don't deserve her, because you're ruining another person. You're ruining, and that's one thing in life that people should stop doing. Stop jumping into these relationships. Stop jumping into these situations, ruining good people. The reason why there are not enough good people, because bad people are coming and ruining them. You're a bad person and you meet a good person, and because they're good, you take advantage of them being good. So you come in with your bad habits, you come in with your bad ways, with your messed up mentality, and you ruin yet another good person who could be good to someone else. Just move out the way. If you know you're that person, move around. Like, stop ruining people. If you're not ready, then leave until you're ready. Sometimes just because it's delayed does not mean it's denied. Like, Just because a relationship has to be put on hold, it does not mean that it won't work. But just leave. Walk away. I would much rather walk away knowing that you're not ready and that you're going to prepare yourself and you're going to get yourself together and then return to me whole. I would much rather deal with that rather than you coming back and you're ruined, or I go over here and you ruin me. And now when we come back together, we're too busy building or mending brokenness. That's basically what it is. And I don't want to go be in any relationship with anyone else who deserves me putting into them, not taking from them. But when you jump into a relationship and you're a broken person, you're coming into that with the expectations or the need or desire for someone else to heal you, and it's not their job. Heal before you go and ruin someone else. Fix yourself before you go and ruin somebody else. And that's just it. And ladies, yes, you are. You are too pretty to be single. You are. But you're also too pretty to be lied to. You're too pretty to be played over. You're too pretty to let a man abuse you, whether that's physically, mentally, emotionally. You're too pretty. So when they tell you that, you tell them, say, yes, I am. I'm too pretty to be single. I'm too pretty to be broken. I'm too pretty to watch my kids see anything that's unstable. I'm too pretty to let my kids watch me cry. I am. And just remember that. So if they tell you that, you tell them, yes, I am. I'm too pretty. I'm too pretty to be given anything less than what I deserve, because I know who I am and I also know whose I am. So that's all I came here today for. I hope this helps someone. I hope this encourages someone. I hope it motivates you. Even you men who are taking advantage of women, and then you go and say, hey, you're too pretty to do this, or you're too pretty. Yeah, I hope it helps y'all too, and I hope you stop like playing over people. Stop breaking people. You're not the only one trying to be the only one. So it's okay if you pass or you miss a woman or two. It's okay if you skip a beautiful woman or two if you're not ready. That's just it. So ladies, remember, when they tell you you're too pretty, you really are. You're too pretty. You're too pretty to accept anything less than you deserve. Remember, you're a queen. And I want all of my kings and all of my queens to keep going, keep growing, and keep glowing.